Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how to sell yourself as a service provider and not necessarily your service when you're pitching yourself to clients. This is so important to learn and realize and adopt into your life if you are any kind of person that's an entrepreneur or works for themselves and you are actively trying to get clients. This video is going to be extremely helpful. 95% of services or skills that are out there already have other people that can do it. It's very rare that you come across someone that can do something that nobody else can do. With that being said, there is constantly room in this world for competition and competitors, and that is how we don't have monopolies on every single service. To just think about how saturated this world is when it comes to any kind of service or any kind of business or entrepreneurial side quest that you might have. Think about things like Touchland hand sanitizer. Touchland hand sanitizer is a new brand. They blew up and are charging $10 for hand sanitizer, which is just water and alcohol based with some good scents. It's an extremely luxurious product on the market right now. It's extremely expensive given the economy. Touchland is one of the most sold items at Sephora's now. Why? Because they just rebranded hand sanitizer. They made it cool again. They made cool scents, cool colors, new marketing, and it blew up. It became something that influencers and celebrities have in their bags. And to be frank, the Touchland hand sanitizers are quite bulky. So like, why are people deciding to put that in their bag compared to a little bottle of Purell that costs them $1 compared to $10? Same thing about the luxurious olive oil brand that just opened up that comes in the pretty glass bottle that people now put on their counters. It's olive oil. There's dozens, if not more, choices of olive oil on the market. Yet people are paying a premium for that specific kind of olive oil because of the bottle and the brand that they put behind it due to their market. This goes for literally any brand, any industry, and any product that's entering the market now. There are so many kinds of the same things out there. The one thing that sets everything apart from one another is branding and marketing. How are your consumers thinking about your brand when they choose to purchase? You have to take this same ideology of branding and marketing and put it towards yourself when you are pitching yourself to clients. If you're a DJ, there's literally hundreds of thousands of DJs in this world, especially in highly populated cities like LA, Chicago, New York, Miami. What is stopping someone from paying DJ $1,000 compared to $10,000, all skill set aside? Anybody can DJ nowadays. The difference is that when you're picking a DJ, you go for what they're known for. You go for the audience that they bring. You go for the crowd that they're able to draw in. Love Island guy Nick just got a Vegas contract at Live Beach. He's been a DJ for like 4 months. He's playing at Live Beach because people know that if they put Nick on stage, he's gonna draw a crowd. It's not the songs he plays, it's not the service he provides, because anybody could DJ. It's him as a person that's selling. You have to be able to sell yourself to your clients. That is why your clients will choose to work with you above all of your other competitors. Let's take me, for example, and my case. I own a marketing agency, I do social media content creation, and we focus in trends. Any single Gen Z person right now could probably do what I'm doing. Anybody can teach themselves social media marketing and analytics off YouTube. There's hundreds of thousands of different ways to teach yourself social media marketing, and yet my agency is booked out for months in advance. Employees are booked out for months in advance. We have loads of work 24/7, and we have never run a single ad. All of our marketing is done by word of mouth. Why are people choosing to book my agency compared to the next one? Because of the people they are working with. I'm able to confidently look at someone and be like, I understand anybody can post on social media. I understand anybody can make you a reel. I understand anybody can get in front of a camera and speak to your clients. However, nobody is me. You are working with Ashna. That's why you're paying a premium price, because of my service, my personality, my ideas, and my creativity. Confident that you will not get my thoughts, creativity, and customer relations with anyone else. Know for a fact that as a marketing agency and as a content creator and marketing strategist for dozens of different brands right now, I stand out because of my client relations. I make sure that my clients know that I will go above and beyond and do anything for them. I have no work boundaries, which pros and cons, we'll talk about that later. But you are able to text me 24/7, weekends, 2 a.m., don't care. I will do my job if you are paying my price as a premium marketing agency. I'm not going to charge someone thousands of dollars a month just to be like, oh, you actually can't text me after 5 p.m. You cannot text me on a Saturday. That is why I am able to charge a premium for my services, because I come as a premium. Again, anybody can do what I'm doing, but not everybody can act the way I act, come up with the ideas that I come up with, and provide the service, provide the customer service that I provide. If you are in this industry, a creative, an entrepreneur, or any kind of business owner, you have to be that confident in yourself. I don't care if you've had 1 client, 0 clients, or 100 clients. You should have that confidence in yourself, especially when you're in a very competitive industry. This advice is not necessarily for beginners in the industry, because if you're new to something like social media or marketing or DJing and you know that your skill set is not as good as the person next to you, take the time to actually build up your client list at a lower rate if you have to, and build your skill set. If you have no experience in an industry that you're going into, it's okay to actually take lower paying clients just to build your resume up and gain some experience in that field. But if you've been in the industry for long enough and you know what you're doing and you have the skill set for it, even if you've never done with clients, let's say you majored in something that sets you apart from your competitors, or you've had a ton of practice in something compared to the next person, if you know that you're able to do the work at a certain level of quality, the only way to pitch yourself to higher paying clients now is to pitch yourself. I just had a conversation with one of my friends that's a producer, a music producer, and he's worked with some of the biggest names in the Indian industry. And he's so humble, like such a humble guy, no ego at all. He introduces himself to people, like he's not like, hi, my name is Bob and I'm a producer. No, he's like, hi, my name is Bob and I'm unemployed. No, I always get so irritated with him at that, because it's like, why are you not putting yourself out there? Why are you not having a settled ego and being the most confident person in your industry? You know you're talented. You've produced for some of the biggest names in the industry. You need to have that confidence. I told him that he has to be able to sit in a room with the biggest names in music and be able to look at them and be like, you will not work with a better producer than me. Sure, someone could be more skilled in my assets. Someone could be more talented, but when it comes to customer relations, delivering on a timely manner, being respectful, and actually executing your creative vision, there's nobody like me. This business confidence is so important. I promise you, if you develop this sense of confidence and ability to sell yourself, you will never have to run a single ad again. You'll never have to cold call again. You'll never have to cold email again. You're never gonna have to go door to door again. Your clients will come to you. People are just like, yeah, working with you was phenomenal. So for example, when people talk about me and my agency, the reason I've never had to run an ad is that people be like, sure, we had to go back and forth on edits a few times. Sure, we had to price negotiate a little bit, but I ended up paying that higher price because I got to work with Ashna. She was great to work with. She's super easy to communicate with. She delivers things on time. She's professional. She shows up in dress code, XYZ, you know? I can genuinely talk about this for hours. So if you're interested in learning more or adopting this kind of mindset and you're an entrepreneur, please shoot me a message and we can book you a consultation call. I hope this helps, and I hope that everyone is super duper confident in themselves, especially if you're offering a service. And I hope that all of us become rich and famous in all the niches and industries that we are in, because if you're hardworking, you deserve it. Bye.